Now it should be good.
Now should be good. All right. Welcome, everybody. We're Northern Knights Gaming. I'm Claudio. This is Shmolio, or you might know him better as Anthony.
Shmolio today because it's Leagues of Votann.
Leagues of Votann. So you are Shmolio today. We're talking about the Schmeckatons and the your buddies.
Hekatons. Oh, we're going to get to these boys. They are a little nuts right now.
Yeah, we brought these to play on tabletop as well. We'll talk about, I don't want to give away too much stuff, but you'll see them on Play On as well. They're fun, and the best part of Votann right now is you can take so many of them. And
Up to 3, but they're...
Yeah. No. You can take a lot of Votann right now.
Votann are very, very cheap.
Anything else you want to say about them that you're happy about their buffs? Because they got a lot of side buffs.
It's very easy to fall for that CP thing at the start now, since if you're playing an elite army, they pick 4 units at the start. If you're fighting knights, it's almost the whole army.
Yep.
Immediately at 2 judgment, and if you kill something turn 1, say even a Armiger, oh look, you get 3 CP on your next turn. You just start that round with 4 CP.
Yeah, correct.
Like, oh, that is so useful. There's so many good stratagems to use.
Let's get into it though. Let's start ranking these guys. It's a really short list. So another thing, we're gonna be doing a Monday night matchup. Yeah, we're gonna do a Monday night matchup right after this.
We're doing
a live stream tonight.
Yep.
So tune in for that. It's gonna be me versus Anthony. Justin's gonna be on deck back here. We're gonna have some fun. What are we playing tonight? Eldar versus Sisters. So we have our Sisters army back in the studio, painted by Kevin Younger, one of our buddies. Amazing looking army. If you haven't seen our Sisters army, the studio army, it's really, really well painted. You'll see that tonight on the stream, as well as a fun Eldar list.
A fun Eldar list. I've seen it. It's not the spammy thing.
Randy is really mad when I bring a good Eldar list. So tonight we're going to play a fun Eldar list for Remy. But let's get into the ranking while we talk.
And I see right there the first one.
First one?
Grimnyr.
Grimnyr.
So I used to really like Grimnyr.
You do like Grimnyr.
Because +1 toughness to your Hearthkyn, that's toughness 6.
Yes.
And a free Battle Shock auto pass. That's all Grimnyr does.
By Grimnyr's balls.
By Grimnyr's... No. No, the Grimnyr's I don't know, kind of fallen on me, especially since Hearthkyn, Grimnyr can only attach to Hearthkyn.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fallen on me since you're not really taking too many of those.
Nope.
The extra toughness does sometimes help. I don't know how the Battle Shock thing sometimes can really come into play in an important moment, or it gets baited early and you can't even use the ability.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think there's just better choices to take as HQs, right? So
there's only one good, the best use for Grimnyr I know of, since you're probably going to take more Sagitaur and then you have units that could enter them.
Yes, exactly.
Good for filling it up. They have decent psychic power. It's kind of a standard psychic power.
Well, you're going to take 6 Sagitaur, right?
I wouldn't say 6.
Most
we'll get
lists
there.
I'm seeing are 6, but anyways. So where do you have Mr. Grimnyr?
I'm going to say situational because sometimes the toughness helps.
I have this as SABCD.
I did.
Switch it.
I did single time thing.
That's fine. So you have him in situational, which would be B.
Yep.
He's B tier. I agree. I don't disagree with that. I don't see him in many very competitive lists. If you're talking competitive, is he fun to use on a level of playing a fun game? He's still useful. Maybe.
His abilities are all the main issue with Grimnyr is all the things are passive. So if you're just going in for casual fun, it's just a passive unit. You're not doing much.
Yes.
So you don't feel what it does for you directly.
By Grimnyr.
By Grimnyr.
Okay, so
situational is good.
We'll put him there for now. We can come back to this. Who's that?
Oh, the Berserkers?
Berserkers.
So the Berserkers are considered the worst unit in the Codex or Index right now.
Who says this?
Good luck finding many of them.
Berserkers? Oh yeah.
Berserkers.
You mean actual
the melee guys? Not even good luck finding them in a list.
Oh, okay.
They're 20 points a model. Their ability, they have a 5-up, feel no pain, I believe.
And 20 points a model is not bad, but
it's a 6-up save.
Votann, that is very expensive.
6-up save, no invuln, and then a 5-up feel no pain. They're 2 wounds each, if I remember right.
Not hearing anything. Kevin says, we are deaf. Let me go check.
Have we been deaf this whole time?
Maybe. Maybe not. Are we restarting the stream?
But we heard it in the test.
Yes, but sometimes that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, no.
Thanks, Kevin. We're checking. We are checking.
Man, I was just
I'm speaking a different language here.
gassing up Grimnyr that whole time just for this.
Checking the sound.
I'll edit this later to cut out all the muted parts.
Yeah, this people are just. What did you just post this?
No, that's the one that's currently live.
Yeah, it's not post nerf.
That's the one I downloaded.
No, there's one in the drive that I just give you.
That's the one I downloaded.
No, are you sure that's the one I put?
You can check the drive if you want. Oh no, Bubble said it's okay. He hears. Okay, so I don't have to edit this out after.
Are we?
We can change the thumbnail after. That's currently live. Yeah, there we go.
The Battle Shock thing. Sound is good, Kevin. Fix your speakers.
Are they plugged in?
Kevin, fix your speakers.
Anyway, for Berserkers.
Maybe he's starting from the beginning. Were we not live at the beginning? But keep going. I'll check this while you talk.
For the Berserkers, at the beginning, like for most of it, just considered the very worst. Like just don't take, awful. They're kind of growing on me for one specific reason. The Darkstar Axe has a sweep mode, so everyone has a strike and sweep with the axe. The sweep is 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Judgment means you're hitting on 2s. And it's only strength 4 and AP 1, but Judgment, again, means you're now wounding, at worst, everything on 5s. And then, if they're not like toughness 8, you're wounding them on 4s. With 60 attacks in a 10-man squad, hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 5s or 4s, and it's AP 1, so they can't get cover against it. Just Armor Contempt, which will hurt if that's a thing against you.
Yeah.
But I feel like they can mulch. The main issue is how do you get them there?
How do you get them there exactly?
Sagitaur could get them there.
Delivery is an issue. We have a GT this weekend. We're in a 2-day GT. You're going to see a lot of Votann there, obviously.
Yeah.
There's a few lists, right? And something I saw this morning, our buddy Diogo from Bloodbath and Beyond, he's not Bloodbath, he's Stutter Scrub.
Yeah.
He's Team Canada member. His list is very similar to mine. So
For Eldar?
yeah. So Rami can't mold when he sees 2 avatars and say that I'm being broken.
Wait, so similar to your list for today?
No.
Oh.
My list for the tournament, for the GT,
okay.
is very similar to Diogo's list. We have a very similar list. I think he took some, what are they called? The Spectres, Shadow Spectres, and I took more Spiders instead. So similar list, but we both have the Wraith Guards and the 2 Yin Karn and the other big boy.
Avatar Kane, maybe a Fire Prism.
Leaper. No, he didn't take Fire Prism. He took Night Spinners.
Knights, even better. You can't advance.
You can't advance.
You can't advance.
Indirect fire. I didn't take any indirect fire, but anyways, back to these boys. So where do you have these guys? I'm guessing you're going to say.
I want to say situational because I can actually see maybe a use for them.
What is 6D? Can I edit this live? There we go.
Oh, you can just edit it live. There you go. That's like if you're using
this?
single-use template. What do we always do? Don't take and then.
Let me do this first. First of all, let's go to. We're on the right screen.
Yes, we're on the right screen.
So this is going to be don't take.
Don't take. Bad choice.
Don't.
Look, with Berserkers, they are funny. They look cool.
Don't take.
And let me just pull up if they have a second
Anthony,
ability.
this is set to French.
Click the ENG button at the bottom right and just switch it to Canadian keyboard.
We're not in France. All right.
But we do have Frenchies here.
Don't take.
Bad choice.
Bad choice.
I like the heavy plasma axe. It's 6 attacks, man. I mean, the strike is strength 6, AP 2, and 2 damage. I don't know.
Sometimes good.
These guys are growing on me, but it's not through their toughness. Yep. Oh, and they fight on death on a 4-up, which is really not reliable. And only if they didn't fight. So I'm going to be merciful to myself and to them and just put them in bad choice instead of situational or
So
don't.
bad choice?
I'd say bad because you could use them as a countercharge unit, but then they're a very expensive countercharge unit. And I believe nothing could join them as a leader.
Hey, Margarita, thank you. We're always S tier.
Always S tier, thank you.
Margarita says,
We're always
"I've only
tournament
seen
standard."
An episode in French. We can barely speak English half the time, so.
I'm learning Italian if that counts.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he's learning Italian. I know Italian already. I can speak some of it. We just do an episode in Italian.
There we go.
Italian fans.
Next up we have there is the Iron Master? Broke the Iron Master.
He's really good.
He's
Yeah.
kind of limbo. He's both good and
I'm seeing
not
people
great,
spam this though.
but not attached anymore.
And he's not named.
He's not named. You can take 3 of them.
Yes.
He's not an epic hero.
So why are people spamming 3 then? Tell me
He
why I'm
heal.
seeing this.
It's
so
a
much.
5-man unit.
Yeah.
Or no, 4-man? No, it's a 5-man unit.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, 5-man. I don't know, +1 to hit, especially with how Judgment works now,
Yep.
where you just give 4 off right at the bat. You're not using that too much, so you don't need to attach them. That +1 to hit is only sometimes useful.
Yeah.
Since instead you could just have Kahl pick out the target to get the +1 to hit. But his other ability, the healing, is very nice, where it's D3, and if he has the assistant, automatic 3. And he fills out a spot in the Sagitaur spam, so that you don't have to take more warriors or
Yes.
berserkers.
Correct.
So that's, again, his best use. The healing is very nice, especially because you can just fan him out, since it's just within range of his unit. So imagine we have 2 of the Hekatons right here. You can just put them in a V, put 2 of the guys out, and you just stretch out and can heal whatever gets hurt on these tanky guys. So he's at the very least strong,
Yeah.
because you don't need him. He is just useful and helpful.
Well, what does he do? What's his abilities?
He gives +1 to hit to his unit that he's
Okay.
leading, which is the Thunderkyn, which is pretty useful,
Yeah.
or to a Hearthkyn unit.
Okay.
But Judgment,
so you're
one
attaching
Judgment token gives you +1 to hit already.
Okay.
So you can't stack it unless, of course, they have stealth or
Well,
something.
he's getting spammed.
He is, because he could fill out a Sagitaur
Oh, okay.
without you having to like get a 10-man Hearthkyn unit. Then you have to get
Now it
2
makes
of them to
sense.
split up into a Sagitaur.
Right. So
That is his best
So he
use.
can fill a Sagitaur alone, and then he's cheap, right?
And he's cheap. He's 65 points.
Yeah. Okay, now it makes sense. So
And he heals. So he could even heal the Sagitaur he's in once he gets out.
okay, so definitely tourney standard.
You don't need
If you
him.
want your Sagitaurs, most lists take 6 Sagitaur.
Yeah. And the only thing that could go in there is him, the
You don't wanna be
Berserkers,
slow as,
and the Hearthkyn.
So let's put him here. What do you think? You're the one that plays Votann.
If anything, bottom at tournament standard, because I do like using him too.
Well, right now he's at the top because he's the only one there.
His guns and melee aren't like amazing. They're very short ranged.
And he's got a bunch of different. They have some guns in there,
Yeah, he has a grav like hammer, grav
Yeah.
weapon.
but filling out the Sagitaur, moving up and up, like that's the main objective.
And if you use Thunderkyn, he is very helpful for that, just to get the +1 to hit all the time, since Thunderkyn do need the help a bit. They're not bad. Oh boy, next
we have
up.
Pablo. He's saying, I run my Iron Master. Is his name Iron Master?
Yeah, he's an Iron Master.
Attached to the Thunderkyn unit, and he never got to heal anyone.
Yeah, because if you're running with the Thunderkyn, they want to target other stuff while your vehicles go elsewhere.
Kevin, thanks. Glad that everything's working for you. And Kevin is the guy who painted the Sisters Army you will see tonight. Kevin Younger is our buddy, and he has some really good painting skills.
His Triumph of St. Catherine,
Yes.
whenever somebody asks, like, oh, how good of a model can like get painted? I just use that as an example. I just have it on demand just because I really like his Triumph.
And we have a Monday night matchup coming out on Monday, and that's going to be, actually, that's our new Thursday Throwdown, the next one.
Coming out on a Monday?
It's coming out on Thursday. Thursday Throwdown's a more competitive battle reports, the taped battle reports we're going to be doing. And that's going to be coming on Thursday. And then we have the next Monday night matchup is Kevin versus Anthony. And Kevin brought in his extremely highly converted
Deathwatch.
Deathwatch. If you want to see some of those models, it's in one of, I guess, the first showcase.
First Army Showcase.
First Army Showcase. With
And
the
I posted it to
Deathwatch.
Reddit. So you can see it there too,
Yeah.
some of them.
Some really crazy conversion. He has Sergeant Dan.
He has Sergeant Dan.
Sorry, Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump with no legs.
Yeah.
He converted him into a Deathwatch. Of course, he has robotic legs now because he's in the 41st millennium.
My favorite one he has now is the chain eviscerator with like the circle of blood going
Yes.
around it.
That's really cool.
And don't mind the blood on my arm. It was Halloween yesterday.
Yes, Anthony was in a haunted house yesterday and got some fake blood on his arms. It's fitting, but you're a little late now. It's time for Christmas. My wife, on November 1st, the Christmas tree starts going up.
Oh, perfect. I never took my icicles down from last year, so I'm set up already.
Okay, so
The
let's go to the
Pioneers.
next unit. Pioneers. Were you saying something that you wanted to finish off on that?
With the Iron Master?
Yeah, you were saying something about.
He's nice on the Thunderkyn, but they go separate. They usually go somewhere else to shoot at big targets. So, I don't know. It makes sense you never really get to use the healing with them. Well, if he's on his own, you could just dedicate him to healing. He's cheap.
Yeah. Okay, next unit.
Pioneers.
Pioneers.
Arguably the best unit in the Codex.
Points alone are amazing.
They're very cheap. They have a lot of guns where you just have to get lucky once. They can get Ignores Cover, Refund CP, and an upgraded weapon that gives another wound.
Yep.
And each one comes with like 3 guns
Yep.
before the upgraded gun.
Yep.
It's insane. If you see a 6-man unit of this with 2 upgraded like high-las rotary cannons, run away. It is an actual threat. You don't get cover. They can get sustained hits too.
Yes.
They move 12 inches, and it's a source of scout.
It is, and they also their ability, they can be removed from the battlefield if they're 6 inches within the table edge, and go back into reserve.
They're great for scoring points. You could just go off the board. Oh, I got investigate. Come back in at the edges. Do your investigate. Run up the field to shoot something and take an objective.
Yep.
In one game I had playing as Votann, playing against Votann, they got deploy teleport homers first.
Yep.
Due to just the scout and their advance move, since the shotgun has assault,
It does.
he was able to just cross the battlefield, touch my deployment with 1 pioneer, and get 5 points from deploy turn 1 on this 90-point unit. It's ridiculous. It's amazing.
So what do you think? Where do you have them? Because, like I said, I'm looking at Votann lists right now at the GT, the one where we're going to.
Why is it laggy?
What's laggy?
My sister texted me saying this is a bit laggy.
It could be because she's across the ocean.
She is across the ocean, but
I don't know. I don't know why that's laggy.
Either way, for the Pioneers,
Yeah.
very top.
Yeah.
Right now, I'd put them right at the top.
They're tournament standard. You have them ahead of the Iron Masters. You
Easily.
said you have them at the bottom.
Like, they're arguably the best thing in the index. There's only 12
Really?
units, but they are one of the best, if not the best.
Really?
The speed alone is insane. 12 inches.
Just for the laggy stuff, you did plug direct in for the internet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we shouldn't be.
I don't have a Wi-Fi thing in my
Then
computer
you know
anyway.
what to do from there. Post your Rogers little post. Don't
The
say
Rogers
it
copy
live.
pasta. I don't like Rogers.
You can't say that live. Yeah, Rogers has been weird the last couple of days. I don't know. I gotta switch to Bell.
Oh boy, another tournament standard.
Hey, look at this. I'm not even going to waste time. Everybody knows where the Sagitaurs go.
It's 100 points for a toughness 10 transport. It's only 9 wounds, which
Yep.
is kind of weird. Most other transports are like toughness 9 with 11 wounds, but it
They
goes
are.
fast. It only has like a 6-slot transport or
You can
something,
see
6
I
or
put them
7.
right here.
It's
Not there.
I kind of like the Pioneers better.
Then the Sagitaur.
They are amazing point
Dude,
keepers.
people are taking units just to fill out Sagitaurs, like
Yep.
just to get them on the field.
Sagitaurs come with a lot of guns. They have this like
They're fast.
they're fast.
Especially for Votanns, what you need.
I'm just double checking they actually have scout. Yeah, they move 12 inches. They have
Yep.
scout. It's another source of scout
Great
in a
screening.
slow army.
They can screen.
Toughness 10. That's like new autocannons are wounding you on 5s. What else? Its ability to like advance and disembark's not that great because you give up your ability to shoot. When you have guns like the missile launcher, the focused is whatever 9-2 d6, but then you get the Sagitaur missile launcher with the L7. 2 shots, strength 12, AP3, and 3 damage. The other option is the high-las beam cannon, which is 2 shots, sustain hits D3, but it's strength 12, AP3, and D6 damage.
Correct.
Give me the reliable damage. Like, just straight up give me the reliable damage. And then it's 36 inches instead of 24
Yep.
in an army that sorely needs range.
100%.
This thing right here, this gun, the mag rail, is 30 inches.
Wait, you talking about Sagitaurs right now?
I'm just using it to compare.
Okay.
This massive gun is
Yeah.
30 inches. That's how low range this army
Drive it
is.
across your face.
Drive it across the face. I don't know. You get an autocannon. You could take the missile launchers, 2 missile launchers basically.
Yes, you can.
The twin bolt cannon.
Yep.
This thing's amazing. It comes with so many guns for a 100-point unit.
Yep.
Of course, you have judgment to stack with it. It's movement 12.
Yep.
So again, fast in a slow army, and it transports your units.
Don't forget the CP stacking as well. That cable. And look who's in the chat. We have the other guys, 40K.
Hey, what's
good
up?
friends of ours, Dave and Brian. We have Brian coming in tomorrow. He's gonna be playing his tournament winning. He won a GT recently, and he's bringing. He said a more fun list than that, but he's bringing his chaos winning list. sort of, to have a live stream tomorrow. So that's good, but I'm guessing this is Dave, because Dave plays Votann. He's saying them ignoring stealth is great as well. If somebody's positions a character thinking they have lone up and stealth, you can scout move 12 across the board and light them up for 3 CP, early CP, which is very, very good.
Imagine on your start of turn 2, you didn't spend any of your CP in the first round.
Yes, sir.
You're now at 6 CP.
Exactly.
You're good for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you have more CP than most people get in the game. Yeah, that's really good. Wow.
So these guys are just really good.
Yes, I have them at the top. And if you want to put them in second, if you think Pioneers.
I think Pioneers are better for scoring, mostly because they have assault guns.
Okay, but
so like you could advance
we'll
and
go
do
back
actions.
to this. We'll go
they
back
could go
to this.
out.
This is going to be a debate.
Yeah.
But another unit we both like. I don't think we're both going to.
He's really funny. I had his hammer kill like 3 guys in one go before. It's a melee last cannon.
Yes,
with
exactly.
mortal wounds on a charge, reroll, I believe, advance and charge rolls. Definitely reroll charge rolls. And then he could teleport or give him an invuln. Probably take the invuln, since he could attach to a squad that has deep strike. I don't know. This guy, he's really good, but he's also made for melee.
Yep.
And I'm kind of conflicted with Hearthguard on melee. So
yeah, they have so many shots though.
He's just the champion.
Oh, this is the champion.
He just has like a Stormbolter.
Oh, I thought that was the Hearthguard. I'm confused.
No.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
They're coming up. Yeah.
These are the old pictures.
It's the old pictures. I really like him, and that might be like a bias of me. So that's why I'm afraid of the rank I want to put him in.
Well,
I'm just gonna put him in.
Put your own liking of him aside. Where do you have him where do you have him in general? Like where do you have him where would the average person put this guy compared to where you would put him?
I would say strong, since he's tanky. He can hit very hard, like one-shotting tanks.
Are you going to see him in list? That's the first thing I say. Because are you going to bring him over a Kahl?
I believe at least one.
You think so?
Because imagine you drop a 10-man Hearthguard unit. You want that reroll charge.
How many points is he?
70, if I remember right.
That's not too bad. But I think a Kahl would be more useful, wouldn't he?
He's 60.
That's not bad.
He's rerolling charge rolls on a unit that can mulch in melee will be really helpful.
Yep.
But you're not going to take like 3 of him.
I'm seeing a bunch of lists here.
And do they have him?
Yeah. And Dave's saying if you're playing fixed objectives, he'd be great. Are you going to be playing fixed objectives most of the time?
With Votann? No, because fixed is going to depend on your opponent.
It depends, yeah. So
I would say strong.
Strong? So
yes.
Good?
He's good. He's not bad.
You want me to put this as strong instead of good?
Yeah.
All right, we're changing it. Strong.
It was always strong. Anyway, next
Sounds
up,
good.
Hearthkyn Warriors. No, they're not Berserker bad. You take them because they're battle line and you just need infantry sometimes.
Yeah, you need them, but
they don't hit that well. They die really easily.
You still need them.
Like maybe 1 or 2 units of them. You don't need that many. They're pretty expensive for how easily they die. 110 points.
They're 110 points.
For 10.
They have. I don't know how Votann players remember all this stuff, but like look at that.
They have a meta pack. Here's how I'd recommend using them.
Hylas auto rifle, Ion Blaster, Mag Rail rifle,
Taking the Ion Blasters.
a scanner, and then they have obviously melee weapons and.
The scanner is ignore cover.
Press. Oh my god.
Oh no, the searchlight is ignore cover. The Vox is like refund. Metapack is like a Feel No Pain. Then of course the 2 upgraded weapons.
I still think they're good.
What I like to do is you get 2 of the Sagitaurs. They fill out the spots. You split them up. Put the 5 guys with no upgrades in one.
Yeah.
And they stay on your home objective.
You're splitting them up?
Yeah. In the Sagitaur you have to. The Sagitaur has 6 slots, 6 or 7 slots.
You can't bring a unit of 10 though.
Sagitaur lets you split them up.
Okay.
That's how. You split them up after during deployment.
You bring them in, then you deploy, and then you
in deployment they split up. It's like a old
squad,
the combat squad.
So okay.
But only in the Sagitaur.
That's good.
So you put the 5 mooks on your home objective, and the 5 upgraded to just go up and try to do something, because it's upgrades. And they have. You're gonna show people my screensaver like that?
It's okay.
But now what was I saying? They have sticky objectives.
They have sticky.
That's what's nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
So sticky, I don't know. They don't hit that hard, and they can't take a hit.
They're not there to hit, right? They're there.
But they can't take a hit either.
Well, you're gonna have them in Sagitaurs.
It's a 5-man unit then.
2 5-mans, and you
Yeah.
split them up, plus you're filling out Sagitaurs. You need them. I
Not
think
many.
you need them. You need at least 2 squads. Dave, what do you think?
Yeah. I don't think they're that useful.
I
We
think
have
you need
40
2
of them.
squads.
Like
Let's go look at Dave's list.
we have 40 of
from
them. I tried to use
The last
them,
tournament.
and I don't know. They never did much. 40 is way too many.
Yes.
30 feels a bit too many. So just like 1 or 2 units, especially after you split them up. So you have one just normal guys on your home objective. It's now sticky. They are defending it there, screening, whatever.
All right.
And send the Sagitaur up on its own. And then the other squad that just goes up the other half.
Let's see if Anthony's full of it. I'm going to go to the Toronto Fall Open, which is the tournament that Brian won. It's a GT. Let's go down and see where Dave placed with his Votann. Great Votann player. Not when they sucked, though. They were really bad a few months ago.
Yeah, they were.
Okay, so
Votann was way too expensive before.
so Dave doesn't play them. So you might be right.
They genuinely don't do much.
It depends. I guess it depends on the list you're running.
They're slow. They're squishy. They don't do damage.
He took 2 squads.
2, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I'm seeing lists over the last 3 weeks with people running 3, but that might be overkill, you're saying?
I think 3 might be
So
overkill.
do you think they're sometimes good, or do you think they're strong?
You're always going to need some.
So strong.
I would say situational.
If you're always going to need some,
Well, that's because they're your only battle line unit. They're OC2.
but you need them for some things that you're doing, you're saying. So you would say they're a strong choice in that situation. They're not going to kill anything, or they're not going to like win you a game, but they're needed in your list. Situational means you're not taking them all the time. Are they going to be in every competitive list?
Well, you just saw one that didn't. Oh, no, you
No,
said
he
you had
took
2.
2.
I don't know. With how few you use, I wouldn't put them in strong. Because they're not.
That's not how
Doing things for
that
you.
works, though. If you see them in every list, they're probably a strong choice.
It is only a 12-unit index.
Yeah, but what are you taking in their place? That's what
Pioneers.
I would ask. You can't take that many pioneers.
They're cheaper than a Hearthkyn squad. And then Hekatons you could use to fill
So
out
you're
points.
putting pioneers on your back lines and then sticking with your like they're going to.
You would
be on
take
your
a
back.
unit to sticky.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, they're just now stuck forever. They're slow.
I don't know. Aren't they OC2?
Yeah.
So you can throw them on objectives. You can put them behind cover.
Yeah.
I think they're strong. We'll fight. You can fight me on it later before we end the stream. This is a call.
That is a call.
What do you think?
He's amazing because he gives lethal hits, which is helpful on no matter who you put him in.
Yep.
It is maybe not the Volkite guys because you want to bait the 6s, but
Eight.
he gives judgment.
Yes.
He could take the enhancements for stuff like a long list or
Yep.
the other one, I forget what it's called.
Things.
The one that lets him Ancestor, like Eye of Judgment again.
Oh yeah.
Eye of the Ancestor. And speaking of enhancements, I just remembered Wayfarer's Grace is amazing on the champion. That's why he's that good. On a 2-up, you come back at full wounds. So, and he's tanky.
You're not going to want to know why Dave likes them. He likes them because they're all so cute.
The
Yes,
little
they're just
Mungus bots.
little boys walking across the street.
They're just waddling.
They're just waddling across the street. Leave them alone. Let them go hand in hand.
Kahl's great. He's amazing. He's cheap. He gives lethal hits. He gives you more judgment. His weapons are pretty good. He buffs your squad.
Yeah, he's saying, Hunter's saying because it says strong, it's misleading. Maybe we should change it to
Good.
strong. Strong is good. Or you want to say good?
Well, if strong seems misleading.
Okay, let's say good. Good point. Now it's good.
Yeah.
No, it's God. God's here.
God tier.
Okay.
Hearthguard. No, the Kahl, also he can
So it's good.
buff your units. He gives you could choose the Wavefield Crest for 5-up invuln.
Yes.
Or you could even give Deep Strike to Hearthkyn.
Okay.
That is funny.
So I think he's pretty good.
He's really good.
Is he strong?
You're always going to see a Kahl.
So he's in tourney standard?
Yes.
Okay.
I like him better than
Above
the Iron Master.
Iron Master, I'm guessing. Iron
I'd
Master's
say
going to be at
so.
the bottom, we already said. Is this, did you grab a picture with, like, writing at the bottom? Those are the old ones, okay.
It was before they were fully out,
Yes,
and we did the
yes.
last tier ranking.
And when the last tier ranking was after their nerf, right? I have to change the thumbnail.
It was
Change it.
a year ago now, I think,
I
actually.
thought I sent you the right thumbnail, but...
we can double check after if I just
I'll check
zoomered.
it after. Anyways, now we're going to the meat and potatoes here, or the end of it. These guys are really good. And we know they're good. Everybody knows they're good.
Hearthguard are very good. They're amazing. Volkite is amazing just because of, devastating wounds on 30 shots in a 10-man squad.
Yeah, the sheer amount of firepower they can throw out at you is insane. And do you want to talk about all the...
They do have some downsides, like no mortal wound protection.
Nope.
No -1 damage.
Can't give them everything.
They're a 30.2 wound model, but they are toughness 6. Yes. You can get an invuln through
2 wounds is what's kind of... They should
2 wounds really
if they're going to be the Terminators of the Votann, they should have 3 wounds, but they are very scary still.
They have deep, you could take deep strike through the Hearthkyn,
yes,
which is very useful because that's very scary. Imagine having 20 guys in deep strike who could just drop down and nuke something. Mm-hmm. And the real power with that 30 shots of Volkite comes from the stratagem that gives you sustained hits 2 on a judge target.
Yep.
So you go from 30 shots to, 35 after rolling the dice when you hit on 3s. And I think 40 if you hit on 2s.
They're also -1 to wound, which makes them a lot tougher.
If the strength is higher.
It's higher. So they're like Death Shroud.
Yeah. And they're toughness 6.
That's pretty good.
So they're very hard to kill. You can armor or void armor them.
They're Death Shroud with 1,000,000 weapon guns.
Just imagine cover, void armor, and then -1 to wound. Mm-hmm. Good luck killing these guys, especially in a 10-man unit.
They don't have deep strike though.
The Hearthkyn can take a war gear option to get deep strike.
Oh, okay, I remember that now.
Yeah, so they can get it.
That is pretty good.
If you want a way to get a cheaper version of them, you can do a 5-man and actually put them in a Hekaton. Get out, and the Hekaton gives you reroll wound rolls. So you can bait more 6s.
Why also Tears change names? What's up with that? I'm guessing because he's saying, why did we change the names? That was Anthony's fault because when we came on, it was A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yep.
And we just changed it to Tourney Standard, Good. And people were saying, a few comments were saying Strong was a little misleading, so we changed that to Good instead of Strong because Anthony was having a meltdown saying that a Hearthkyn are strong. So I agreed, and we're good, right? Meltdown.
Situational.
Yeah, sometimes good.
Sometimes good, there we go. Then change it to that, just instead of situational, sometimes good.
Yeah, the situation. Okay.
No.
So I mean, they're up here, right?
They're very up there.
Are they better than Pioneers? That's the question.
Depends your play style. Pioneers are really good for scoring.
Right here for now.
Yeah.
I'm going to make 1 point based off very good players that play this, and you can go to Art of War's list and see theirs as well. There's more Pioneers than these guys.
If you're talking about that list building stream?
No, I'm not talking about that.
I'm talking about they did a general one.
Seen them run, yeah.
You've seen them run, okay. Pioneers are very good for
everybody's taking 1 unit of 10 of these guys. Is it because of points? Because you could just spam so many other things? Or
300.
Because they're not that good?
You don't need 3 10-man of them. And I would say even 20 might be a little overkill.
Yeah. Maybe you wanted to do that.
Yes, but now I want to do 10, 5, and 5.
I don't want to spoil what was on Play on Tabletop, what you played against. You didn't play JT, you played Nick.
I played Nick.
But just give me okay, I don't want to even ask you the question because JT wanted to bring a much different list, I think, than originally thought. But when I saw it, and I'm like, are Hearthguard not that good then? If he does, I know they don't play competitive all the time, but I think you want to bring 10 of these guys. That's a good healthy
minimum
number, right?
10.
Yeah.
30
is overkill, like you wanted to run. And I think
110
20 might be a good spot as well.
Maybe 10, 5, and 5.
Yeah.
Or even 10 and 10 can be useful, but then it's overkill a bit.
How many points are 10 of them?
300.
Oh, okay. For Votann, that's a lot. Compared to the other things.
They're 30 points a model, and then if you attach the champion or something to them, it gets even more expensive.
They're so good. But if they
Volkite's
get nuked,
ridiculous.
You're that's a huge points thing.
Oh, somebody who somehow did 8 mortal wounds, or if they roll well on grenades.
That's
Good
what
luck.
I'm saying. So I think 300 of a point sink is not really a point sink. 600. Now you're like, okay, if they don't, if they're not successful, you're done.
You could afford that 600 though, just because of how cheap everything else got.
I know. You're still gonna have a million things on the board.
If point costs go up for all the other stuff, have your second unit this be the first thing you drop.
They're good in close combat as well.
So they do have the sword, which is good anti-horde, or the fist, which, if I remember right, is 822, which can really hurt, especially with Judgment, because it just cleaves through stuff.
So where do you have them? Is that a good spot there, or do you want me to move?
I think that's a good spot, because between Pioneers and Hearthguard, it's going to depend on your playstyle more than anything.
I agree.
Slow and tanky, or fast and objective scoring with shooty.
Okay, Hekatons. These boys.
So I'm always conflicted on these things. First of all, mag rail's bad. One shot, doesn't matter if you have judgment or not. If you roll one unlucky dice in any spot of the process, you're done.
Okay.
Conversion Beamer is what you want, since it's 2 shots and conversion. So over 12 inches away, on a 4+, it's a critical hit. So sustained D3.
Yeah.
And it's just reliable damage. And they have all the other guns. Like you could take the autocannon and then 2 twin bolters.
Yes.
So it's just a lot of shots. It is a big transport that could actually fit your Hearthguard and your Thunderkyn. Not all at once. But it could fit your characters with the Thunderkyn or the Hearthguard with a character. It's a good transport.
Yep.
It's very tanky.
How many points?
225.
That's pretty expensive.
225? I know they lowered it to the 200s. Yeah, 225. What do you mean expensive? It's toughness 12 with 16 wounds.
I know, but I'm just thinking Votann here, you want to spam so many other things. Like, I'm just thinking flood the board with a million midgets.
These things are solid bricks, right?
Yeah.
Literally just...
You need a few, yeah. You need a few.
Look how much space this takes up. Try getting around this.
You know what takes up more space? 6 Sagitaurs.
6... Why not both?
Why not
That's
both?
600.
Okay,
This
you have
adds
the points, you might as well.
6 Sagitaurs and these 2 guys, just over 1,000.
When did they get nerfed? I miss it? Joined late. No, sorry.
They didn't
did
get
not
nerfed?
That is, I'm going to blame that on Anthony.
I said
it was a mistake.
if they get nerfed.
No, he's talking about because it's not a bait.
Oh.
We're not baiting you in to watch the video. He put the wrong thumbnail up. That's an older thumbnail when they did get nerfed. And
I swear I got the wrong one.
the thumbnail will change after that we stream. We just couldn't do it live. But no, Votann are not nerfed, even though they probably will be soon.
Maybe a little.
No, I'm not going to wish for that because Votann, they're fun.
Some things got to go up, some things got to go down.
Yeah, some things will get slightly nerfed, but
Yes.
That's all balanced. I don't think they're in a broken spot though. Right
they're this second best army or third best?
But they're like, are they over 60?
I believe they were 62 last time I saw.
Okay, so they will receive a little leveling
You
out.
saw how many you could take on the board.
They've leveled out Eldar many times now, and people are just like, let's take this, and then it goes
Eldar
back
is still
to
number
65.
1.
So we'll see. But anyways, yeah, that's why we're not trying to bait you into the video. It was just the wrong thumbnail. Sorry about that. So the Hekatons.
I think you always want at least like 2 of them.
As Justin says, they do a hecaton of damage.
Because 2 Hearthguard units, 600 points.
Good.
2 of these for
Upper
another 400
good, middle
something.
good. We know they're good.
I kind of like them better than the Iron Master. They work well with the Iron Master.
You have them as tourney? Wow. So the entire list, the entire codex is tournament.
It's because
standard.
everything got so cheap.
Okay.
There's a couple bad units, and then everything else is pretty damn good. It's not like you have options.
There's no way these guys are tourney standard. Are they?
Conversion beamers with the twin bolters and the autocannons, and they could give reroll wound rolls to, say, a Hearthguard.
Okay.
A 5-man unit of Hearthguard, but still, that's more 6s you could try to bait.
Okay. I don't see a lot of people taking them, but
I think you're always going to see one,
I don't think so.
but probably strong then. I don't know. They're good. They're very good.
I think they're more like situational.
Really?
Somebody in the chat that plays Votann, you tell me what you think, and I will put the Hearthguard.
They're so tanky though. Toughness 12 with 16 wounds, and a 2-up
I'm
save.
looking at like some of the stuff here. It's like,
You can void armor them.
oh,
So that means cover plus void armor. AP2, you get a 2-up save.
240 points though.
225.
225. Okay.
That is pretty cheap for a toughness 12 unit. My Rogel Dorn is like 265 for worse stats, other than the health.
But are they a pickle?
Are they a pickle? No, this is a turtle.
Honestly, I don't think
So good.
they're definitely not tournament standard.
No, I would say strong at least.
Yeah.
There's conversion beamers, man.
I know you like them. Oops, moved it. I think they're like.
I like it better than the
situational.
Warriors. Situational?
They're situational.
Aw.
Why do you like them so much?
They're absurdly tanky.
They're good. They're just not. I think with what Votann's doing right now, it goes against their grain of what they're trying to do. They're trying to like flood the board with 1 million units, be moving around fast and speedy, and these guys are going to be. They're just going to hold you back there.
They're 10-inch movement.
I know, but are you going to bring those up into combat? No, you're going to shoot them from the back.
Maybe? Because you got big guns that retire.
I'm in the middle of good and situational. It's sometimes good.
I kind of don't want to just put everything at the top, so yeah.
No, it's not even that. I really don't think they're tournament standard. I really don't think you're going to see a lot of these guys in tournaments. Their stats are decent. I just think it goes against what you want to do with Votann right now. That's my only gripe with it. But
I guess it does get expensive if you're doing the Pioneers and the Hearthguard and then these guys.
Yeah.
And the Sagitaur.
All right, that's what we have now. We'll go back on this and we'll discuss it before we close out. But what do you think of these guys?
Thunderkyn? At best situational. Their guns aren't that good.
Thunderkyn, yeah.
3 can fit in a Hekaton to get reroll wound rolls.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, they're kind of, they can take a Grav, which is anti-vehicle 2+,
Yep.
but it's AP1.
Okay.
Imagine shooting AP1 into a vehicle that's meant to be anti-vehicle, right?
It is.
Oh, look, cover, you're already at 0. Oh, look, so they're basically always going to have a 2 or 3 up save against your 3-shot gun? I don't know. The bolter you're never going to take because why would you take bolters on these when you have Grav?
Yeah.
The conversion beamer could be good. Oh, the Graviton Blast Cannon is AP2, my bad.
Yeah.
So, armor contempt and then cover.
Correct. I don't know. They're not that good.
It's D6 shots. It is blast.
Is this our first don't take?
No, they're better than Berserkers.
So bad choice?
I put it at bottom. Like, there are some uses for them. I'd put them at bottom of situational.
Really?
Or good, whatever we called it.
Situation, the middle tier, right? Sometimes good.
Like, if you attach, what's his name to it? With Iron Master, you're always hitting on 3s. The conversion beamer is conversion, just like the Hekaton.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. The Graviton has its uses. It's anti-vehicle 2+, your strength 5. It has blast, so you could go for anti-horde if you want.
I'm surprised you love all the units here. There's only a
They
few.
made not all of them bad because, there's 12 of them.
So Thunderkyn, I think they're. What do you think?
Might sometimes see them. Most of the time not, though.
I sometimes good. I think they're like. I don't think they're the bottom. I think they're like something like that.
I like Grimnyr's better than them, I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
I haven't seen one Grimnyr in the list.
Really?
No. Unless I'm wrong, somebody tell me.
They have a use, so sometimes good.
Thunderkyn have their use. This is from Craft Cheese. Start using the Hekaton reroll wound ability. Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
And then, of course, judged.
So you got to bring both of these. That's a big points thing to do all that, though. And there's, I don't know.
That's why it's just situational. Like, you got to build into it. And if you take a 6-man unit, you can't even fit in a Hekaton anymore.
I think they're good at sometimes good. People won't get mad at that. And then look who it is. Your boy.
He's a Kahl, right? He has Eye of the Ancestors.
The high Kahl.
He's a very selfish Kahl.
But why? What does he do?
A normal Kahl
Is he
gives
still
sustained hit, gives lethal hits, right?
Mhm.
And you could take other enhancements as a buff.
Sure.
He's a named character, so no enhancements. One of his abilities is he takes only 1 damage. Like, all damage turns to 1 against him.
Yep.
That only works on him, not the unit he's attached
Oh,
to.
you can't put it on a Hekaton anymore?
No, you can't make a Hekaton autosave anymore. And he still has that turn a dice roll to a 6, only for himself.
Okay.
So he only buffs himself. That's it.
All right.
He has a Volkite, so if you turn the wound roll to a 6 for a free dev, that is nice. His melee weapon is devastating wounds and 2 damage.
And points-wise, he's probably, 120?
70?
That's it? How
60
can
or
he be
70?
70? A regular Kahl 70.
Regular Kahl should be like 50.
What the hell?
Yeah. 40 or 50 for a regular
No way,
Kahl.
check that right now.
70 for a regular Kahl.
So he's probably 100.
He's not 100. He's like 10 more.
80?
90. There we go.
Okay, he's 90.
Whoops.
Is there a point of spending 20 more points for him instead of a regular Kahl?
He doesn't buff the unit.
Okay.
That's it. He doesn't. He's a Kahl, but only for himself. He's not good. He's more expensive. You can't take enhancements on him. You can't take Teleport Crest as an option. Yeah, he only gets Rampart Quest, so the whole unit gets a 5-up invuln.
Yeah.
Instead of, say, Teleport Crest.
I think taking a regular Kahl would be better.
Yep. Cheaper, you can get an enhancement for a long list or whatever else.
Exactly.
And there's not really a situation where you would use this guy.
Yeah, and plus he's dead. I killed you with my corn guy, so his head is chopped off.
Yeah, his head's on the altar. He looks cool. There you go.
So where do you have him? Bad choice?
Below Berserkers. Maybe even don't take. Because,
why?
what situation is there where you would take this guy that only buffs himself?
Okay. Don't take.
And he's not like...
Get ready for people to get really angry because they love Kahl.
He can be tanky because a las cannon does 1 damage against him, or even your fire prisms do 1 damage against him. But it's only against him. He has a 3-up save. Las guns do 1 damage against him.
I don't disagree. I think he's like a bad choice. I don't think don't take is like kind of the same for me. Like don't take is just like really don't take this guy. So I have him around bad choice.
Berserkers have a theoretical use if they're a little too expensive to do it.
Yes.
I cannot see a use for this guy other than if you want to get like...
You're the Votann.
Yeah. Other than if you want to get a free dev wound. A free dev wound when you could just take Hearthguard and get like 10.
What if... No, I was going to say, what if Votann, and when they get their codex, gets the World Eaters kind of buff where if they die, you get some CP as well.
That'd
You
be
just
annoying.
start suiciding your little men, and you get CP.
Split all the Hearthkyn just so you have more units on the board.
Exactly.
Just watch when the Codex comes out, because I'm pretty sure this guy was really good in 9th. Now he's really bad. And then Codex, watch it be good again.
That's how it flows. They go, well, we're selling too much of these. Let's nerf them. But so what I'm seeing from this list, let's go over it. We have Sagitaur up there at number 1.
Easily.
Pioneers up there at number 2.
Easily.
We have the Warriors up there. Sorry, not the Warriors.
Hearthguard.
The Hearthguard up there at number 3. A regular Kahl up there at 4. And then the Iron Master, which I'm really, really surprised that this guy is being spammed like that. But we went over why he's that good. You throw him in your Sagitaurs.
And he heals.
And he heals.
And he's tanky. Well, tanky just
you
because
get a chance to heal with him.
You just get out and eventually heal.
And eventually you will heal.
Because he doesn't have to stay inside of it.
No.
You just start the game, they all get out. There you go.
I think that's your meat and potatoes right there. That's what you're seeing in most lists. Sagitaurs are really good right now. The scouting is amazing.
Scout 6.
The speed.
Warrior.
You can just light up a character like Dave was saying.
Yep.
Go right into your lone op, get your automatic CP at the beginning, and all of a sudden you have 5 CP at the end of turn 1.
Sagittaur with 3
What
guns.
happened?
Pioneers with 3 guns. Oh my god.
All right. I think anybody have any gripes with this? We will talk to you in the comments later on. But we do have a Monday night matchup. I keep saying it.
Monday night
It's so
matchup.
catchy in our heads. Like I said, we have a battle report tonight. Me versus Shmolio, except he's not playing Votann. We should have lined it up so you play Votann after this.
I really wanted to play Sisters. I've been
to play
so
Sisters.
hyped to play Sisters.
So Sisters versus Eldar. We're gonna throw down later on. We're gonna grab some food because I'm starving, and Justin's coming now. So we're gonna play that later on. It's gonna be on the
Live stream.
live stream. NKG Live, that's what I want to
NKG
say.
Live instead
Tomorrow,
of Monday night
Brian
matchup.
from the other guys, if you don't know the other guys, check them out. They have a podcast. They do a lot of reviews of the tournament, local tournaments they go to and all that, and we're in a bunch of their podcasts, not physically, but they talk about some of the games we played against them. They're great guys. We have Brian coming on Thursday with his tournament winning, GT winning Chaos list that's a bit tweaked. Dave said that it's not tweaked. He's bringing something brutal. I would love to see
perfect.
it. I want to see it.
Well, Adamek just won a GT, so let's have Justin fight him.
I'm good with that.
That'd be fun.
I would love to see
Here,
that.
get the chickens out.
Yeah, chicken spam. Chicken Tech versus Chaos Tech.
I also got lied to about that GT, but apparently they won it.
Either way,
Chaos Tech.
you know, I like if a regular, I'm not gonna say regular, if a good Adamek player, because that's who's playing Adamek at tournaments. Nobody average Adamek players going to tournaments. It's usually these really, really good
Adamek is a
Adamek
cult.
players. I put Justin, and I'm not trying to throw down any other Adamek players, but Justin is really good at Adamek, and I put him like a bracket above. So if you would go 3-1 at a tournament or 3-2, Justin's going 4-1 or 5-0 because he knows how to do that chicken tech.
It's
better than
amazing
anybody.
to see him use Adamek. He's very
Now I
passionate
put
about
pressure
it.
on him, and he's gonna get smashed tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna play a live stream game coming up. We have another one tomorrow. We said already. And what else? Anything else you want to add in there? Remember, like, comment, subscribe.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It actually really helps us in the algorithm.
Yes.
Classic thing to say, but it really helps.
Yes.
And especially comment.
All right.
And then ring the ring the notification bell because they keep saying that it's very helpful, and it is. It lets you know when we're going live or when a video comes out.
Who does our analytics? You just heard it.
I really like looking at the analytics. Numbers.
Anthony does our numbers as well as some other people. But yeah, so we'll see you guys tonight. Hope you like the stream. We'll be on live stream tonight. Me versus Shmolio running the Sisters.